Hello everyone, it's Desiree, and right now you're watching me do a speed paint of my character Matilda. This was for a contest on Instagram from someone I follow. Yeah, I really like their work, and they always show support on my page. So it's like, yeah, I'm gonna enter this contest. Yeah, the theme was winter, and I specifically was like, I don't want it to be very cold sort of palette. Like, I wanted it to be definitely more warm, because I really don't feel that like super icy blue purple palette that everybody always does when the theme is winter. Like, I hate that palette actually. And so I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna do something else. You saw me flip from Photoshop to Psy. That's mostly because Photoshop is, for some reason, every time I'm recording, it's so bad for me to like try to sketch. Like, I can barely get a sketch out, and I don't know, I don't really get why my Photoshop is so sometimey. Like, sometimes it works perfectly, and sometimes I can barely get a line that's straight. Yeah, so I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try to work with Psy. I'm kind of planning on like deleting my Photoshop subscription as soon as possible. So I have like the student subscription or whatever. And what happens is that you end up having a year contract, and you can't get out of the contract without paying like half of the rest of the year. So I was like, I didn't know that because I didn't read close enough apparently. So yeah, I'm kind of stuck in this contract until I'm probably gonna like pay it off when it's like $60 that you owe or whatever. Yeah, it's kind of sucks a lot. Yeah, and I really need to get familiar with some programs that aren't Photoshop, or try to get like Photoshop CS6 or something. Like, I don't really know how to do that, but I'm sure I can figure it out because the internet is magical. But right now I have CC, and that's where all my brushes and everything are. Like, honestly, it wouldn't be that bad if I didn't have such ridiculous lag on everything that I did. Yeah, it's like actually upsetting. But yeah, I was in Psy, and I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna use Psy, and I know how to use Psy. I'm gonna do the whole picture in Psy, and yeah, nah, I completely forgot how to use Psy, and it like, I remembered enough that I could like kind of make the picture, but everything ended up really smooth, and like really like, it was so smooth, and I was like, where's my texture? Where's my oil lush brush? And like, I actually couldn't. So yeah, I went back and I finished it in Photoshop because, yeah, like her skin looked really smooth, and I liked that. But then like her hair looked really smooth, and the background looked really smooth, and everything looked really smooth, and I like actually couldn't deal at all. So yeah, yeah, what else is happening? Yeah, I wanted to make sure I included a background, because backgrounds are important and you should include them. Not really though, you can do whatever you want. But I like backgrounds, and I like putting my characters into spaces, and I don't know, like, this kind of genuinely was like a spur of the moment sort of thing. Like, I actually had like a real idea that wasn't this, and I was just like, yeah, I don't really like that idea. And so I was like, yeah, I'm just gonna start drawing, and I hope that it ends up okay. And this is what I got with, and yeah, it's pretty okay. I haven't drawn this character since I was like 13, so I didn't really remember how she looked. Yeah, like, I actually haven't drawn her since I was like in middle school or like early high school or whatever. So yeah, I don't even think she has like I tried to give her a proper backstory, but I can't remember it. I know it has something to do with like a boy and like a space school or some shit. Like, it was like a convoluted 13-year-old sort of backstory. But yeah, I just picked her because she has antlers, like deer antlers, and it was like reindeer, winter, holiday, and yeah, that was pretty much the entirety of my thought process. And I also really wanted to do that thing that I'm doing right now with her horns and the lights and stuff. Yeah. I guess I can talk about what I'm trying to do in general right now. I have like a minute left. in general, like, I'm trying to study more painting techniques and trying to get better at that sort of thing. And also, like, I don't know, I feel like I'm like not as good at everything as I want to be, and I'm trying to balance practicing things that I need to do and also like making pieces. And I know that sounds like so absurd, but like, okay, like I need to practice like lighting, but I'm not going to like start making a piece with like crazy lighting because it's so complicated to me and I don't really understand how everybody else does it. I don't know, maybe I'm just like overthinking it. I do that a lot. I'm like absurd and I like overthink everything. But yeah, I'm just sort of trying to practice these things that I'm not so good at. So hopefully you'll see a video of me going in on those sort of things, specifically lighting and shadow. Those are the things I want to learn the most. But yeah, now the painting's done. Yeah, follow my Instagram. You can see more stuff. Okay, bye.